Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to another episode on the YouTube channel. Today's episode, Can We Do Better Than Ange, begins in terms of gameplay. We have the opening day of the season against Fulham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Since we last met, we've played in one more game in pre-season. We have won 5-1 against a Turkish side. And without further ado, give the episode a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and in the comment section, let me know who you're doing your beta save with. Pre-season has looked good and the five at the back has been going swimmingly, but we will just touch on a few little things. Firstly, transfer budget up to 35 mil because Kane has officially left and we got that money coming into the football club, which is great. Secondly, we've had a couple of the younger generation already join us as well. Ashley Phillips, who unfortunately got injured in the under-21s with a groin strain, came in. I really like the look of him. Great physicals, well-rounded mentals, and decent technicals. I think this is a kid that could play off the bench and provide adequate cover considering we need to have about 6 centre-backs at the football club. With that as well, Velez has officially joined like he does in real life, and this is a guy that is well-rounded enough to really be off the bench and really provide cover for Son. He's also a guy that allows me to do something else and something I want to discuss, and that's Richarlison leaving the football club. Now, in real life, I think this guy's one of the worst players in the league. Sorry to anyone that supports Spurs or actually likes Richarlison. I think he's a bit of a grub. Obviously, I'm a Liverpool supporter. But outside of that, guy that doesn't know how to finish in real life, a guy that offers not too much, to be fair, in-game apart from just pure pace, and a guy that is wanted by Arsenal, Chelsea, Napoli and Benfica and is on 220k a week. With that wage and that money, I could fund another big-name centre-back, and we could be in a really good spot. And there's a couple guys on the shortlist that I'm definitely thinking about. If we have a look at this list here and looking at some of these centre-backs that we are looking at, it could get me nearly to Antonio Silva at 19 years of age, who's obviously a much better centre-back and be a much better impact to the squad than Richarlison. It could be Joe Gomez, who surprisingly is really cheap at Liverpool. And as a covering centre-back, with everyone else playing in this role, someone to sweep up, the Englishman would fit the English quota for Europe moving forward and be quite the guy to sweep up and someone I'm definitely keen on. And it could be the likes of a Kylian, who obviously can play in multiple roles, or Diakite, who is just a very powerful centre-back at 6'1" and has room to grow. So right now, there's potential that we sell Richarlison and have 4 different options that come in at centre-back, so we don't have to have the likes of Eric Dyer and playing every game week. We've also had Mickey van der Ven officially join us this week as well. As a wide centre-back on support, this guy is God tier. 19 pace with 16 acceleration at 6 foot forward, 17 determination. If we can get these technicals to grow, he might become one of the best centre-backs in the game. And I cannot wait to use him here as well. We're also going to get him on defensive positioning. With that as well, the system's looking pretty good. I will say that, as much as this is our best 11 for now, and we're going to just get Alfie Dorrington in as the backup centre-back on the bench, right? The team's in a pretty good spot, but I will say there is definitely a few options we could maybe look to improve on. Obviously Papa Matassar is a young kid who's, got a little bit of reputation and has got potential. Oliver Skip and Holgerberg are not bad in real life, but on FM a little bit whatever. And I will say there is a guy called Rodrigo Bentancur who is pretty good at 26, but yet again plays a very similar role to what Basuma would play. So I don't exactly know how we're going to get the best out of those two. I will say, though, he's a very good technician, and I don't see a world where I'm selling Rodrigo Bentancur. But you would say that maybe even at defensive midfield, we could maybe go for a more creative option. But for now, this season's all about getting the squad that we currently have, being solid, finish 7th, 6th or 5th, keep the board happy, and then next year really develop this system and really get the players in that we want, because the money is slightly lacking. With that also being said too, for the finances, we actually have a lot of money in at the football club because, Levy's run quite a tight ship. And lucky last in terms of season preview, before we get into today's game, we are predicted to finish 7th, 34-1 to win the Premier League. And as you can see there, they reckon our best lineup would be Vicario, Davies, Van der Ven, and Romero, which I actually don't mind because Ben Davies is very good. They reckon Perisic, Lo Celso, Basuma, and Porro, which I disagree with. Madison, Kulusevski, and Son, obviously the 3 I have. I definitely think Udogie, I definitely think given the youngster Matassar, makes a lot of difference. Let's get into the game here, and hopefully we do play well. And do give it a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Going to catch up here with the stream. I am currently live, so links down below. So we're talking about FPL here. Transfer Saka out for Son. I'm already taking a negative for saying get rid of Saka. Is Saka ruled out, injured? If he's not, I'll just keep him. Fixtures turn good for Arsenal. Obviously, I do fantasy Premier League videos, which we currently do have a playlist for, and you can also watch my previous videos. As I'm recording this, I'm currently weighing up if I'm going to triple captain Haaland here in Game Week 9 against Brighton, because I just think Brighton have conceded in every game. And the fact City lost their last two, I expect that to finish 5 or 6-1, and Haaland could get a hat-trick. So if I'm thinking that, then Haaland makes a very good triple captain option. Anyhow, Vicario in net, Dyer, Romero, Mickey van de Ven on his debut, Udogie, Saar, Basuma and Porro, Kulusevski, Maddison and Son. If you have watched the previous episode, you know this system is very good at keeping the ball and very good at going forward. I will say in the last two pre-season friendlies, we weren't particularly great. Now, let's go and just do this here quickly. What's Mickey van de Ven's number? That's a question. I want to give him the appropriate number. Would imagine he's wearing probably 6 or something. 37, really? Okay. 37 for Mickey. What's Solomon wearing? Solomon's wearing the number 27. Makes a bit more sense. And what is Alejo Velez wearing? He's wearing a number 36. Alright, just like real life. Beautiful. Keep it as good as we can. I'll minimize my Google Chrome now. There we go. And we'll submit the number and away we go. Have a look at your team in a second, Berger, after this game. So here we are. Fulham are lining up with Leno, Tete, Diop, Ream. Nice. We'll have a look at it properly when it loads up. Alright, I'm expecting a win today is definitely my big thing. Are we going to start our FM24 journey in terms of real gameplay, in terms of actual league games with a win, or is it going to be a disappointing day? Here we go. Premier League, 5 at the back. A pretty okay bench. Hopefully, we'll be able to be in a position where the pressure is off. And they're going Leno, Teta, Diop, Ream, Robertson, Pjanic, Carney, Reed, Wilson, Dakova, Reed, and Mitrovic, who is still here for now, is going to start against us, which is not particularly great. But a 4-3-3, shake of the hands here with Antonio Silva. And away we go. We're in the white, the infamous Spurs white, and they are in their away strip. Fulham. Early highlight here, 4 minutes in, Udogie. I have set up throw-ins for us to keep the ball and work it around. And inside there to Saar, Udogie, good play, Son's effort blocked, falls to Basuma, he goes on the run, still going, what a save from Leno. A decent highlight to start with 5 minutes in, Basuma really could have scored. Dejan Kulusevski, by the way, for those wondering why Maddison's not on corners, the game have given him 12 corners. James Maddison, 12 corners, football manager, really? Anyhow, ball in, Dyer heads, we're up 1-0. I did not expect that to be a goal-scoring highlight. Eric Dyer, who's starting, who I'd love to have as my 4th or 5th choice centre-back, scores and we lead 1-0 against Fulham. Our first actual corner goal comes in our first game in the season. Front stick ball, Leno flaps at it, and we lead 1-0. We'll take that. We will take that. First 10 minutes here, 70% possession. And we're looking good. And that's the main reason I'm playing this system. Possession-based, attacking football. And 20 minutes in, we have looked the better side. Liverpool already 2-0 up at Anfield. Important to note that one out. And here we go. Game's still ticking, but we look very, very confident out there at the moment. And limiting Fulham to not too much. Another corner here for Dejan Kulusevski. Whips that one front stick cleared away. Dyer keeps it. Son out to Maddison, who recycles with Udogie. Falls to Dyer. Can we keep it now? Mickey, Maddison. Oh, yeah. James Maddison, if he's onside, that's a good finish. I do think he's offside, though. Goal's been given. There we go. 2-0. So there we are, guys. New feature. VAR's not always for offside. We get the sweat. Good touch from Maddison and a great finish for Leno at the back stick. We're 2-0 up here. How close was it? Onside by a mile. Good touch, great finish. We lead 2-0. 2 set pieces. Now, I am going to say this is what I want to see. Us build from the back. Vertical tiki-taka. Boys dropping in. 3 here against 5. Let's go. Build that ball up, Eric Dyer. Basuma now needs to find an option. Dropping in is Kulusevski. Finds Papa Matasar. Udoji keeping his whiffed. Finds Madison. Udoji dropping in here as we get the overlapping run of Van der Brun. Romero. Basuma. Kulusevski. Porro making the great run. Puts the ball towards Madison. Just didn't find him, but the right idea. We squeeze up the field. And here comes Carney. Tom Carney. Unfortunately, we didn't get there with a loose ball, but we get on that one, and now goes Son on the break. Heung-min Song went for goal, deflected, and a good save from Leno. Good movement. I will say in that situation, I prefer Son to hold that one up and actually play, but that's fine. And that's cleared away, only as far as Son, who will recycle. And I would imagine that's highlight over now. I'm hoping so, because they're on the break. It's a good foul, to be fair, from Eric Dyer, who escapes booking. So far, things have looked great. 65% possession and 95% pass completion. As you can tell from the match momentum, we have dominated this whole first half. A very, very, very good half so far. I'm going to take the camera around. We have a free kick here. Sarr gets up. Madison on free kicks with 16 free kick taking, obviously. But aiming for best header is the set piece instruction we've got. So ball goes back, looking for Romero, doesn't win it. Dejan takes a touch in the area and slots it, and it's 3-0. I want to say that in pre-season, the match play was a lot better of creativeness. All I've seen is 3 second phase set piece plays that have ended up in the back of the net. Which, to be fair, we've hired the Brentford set piece coach because he's one of the best in the game. So that's not the worst thing. Anyway, Udoji finds Mickey Van de Ven. Go into this space, Mick. Go, Mickey. I'm tempted to move him on attack. We won't, but yeah, Udoji dropping inside. Basuma, look at Porro's positioning here. Porro's out wide. Beat your man. Here we go. Whip it, my boy. Cuts it, Son. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's great movement. It's a great little tap-in for Heung-min Son. It's 4-0 on the opening day. Good from Kulusevski dropping in. Finds Porro. Beats his man. And a great run from Heung-min Son. And that is 4-0. And this is superb football, boys. This is superb. There we go. Fulham are getting battered. Yes, they are. All right, a couple of changes we're going to make here. I think it makes sense to. Pedro Porro's had a great game. Let's get Emerson Royale. I think that's nice. Also think with this as well, we're going to get Eric Dyer, who has scored a goal for Romero. Mickey to sweep up. And we're going to get our Ben Davies in, who can play this role pretty well. Also think Velez to make his debut for Heung-min Son. And I think Solomon in for Dejan Kulusevski, but move them the other way around. I don't think Solomon's particularly great in any of it. I will see what a Shadow Striker does look like for Solomon, though, because it is interesting. And we'll leave one more change just in case there's an injury or something like that. But a few changes here in the 66th minute. Mickey finds Ben Davies. Driving out. Finds Solomon. Udoji. Sarr. Davies. Sarr. Madison dropping in nicely. Solomon on the overlapping run. Or the underlapping run. Gets to the byline, cuts it. Velez, 5. The two new signings link up, and the youngster scores on his debut. Madison drops in. Great ball to Solomon. Good run into the space from Manuel Solomon. And a good little tap in for Velez, and it's 5-0. 20 shots, 9 on target, 3.57 XG. With that being said, with one last change ready to go, Alfie's going to come in here very late doors for Romero. Another highlight. Sarr. Basuma. Poor ball. Don't know where that was to. Dekova Reed on the break come at Fulham. Good from Basuma though. World class. Needs an option. Finds Emerson Royale. Well held up. Now, does Emerson Royale want to play or is he going to cross? Plays to Madison. Hits one just over the bar. Good movement. Good movement. Really enjoyed Madison in this advanced playmaker role. Maddison gets up. Only as far as Tete. Harry Wilson. Tete. Maybe Fulham can pinch one late. I would be annoyed. I would be fairly annoyed. You guys know how much I love clean sheets. Tete. Wilson. And we have conceded. Get the tissues to have a cry. Not really. We're going to get the tissues to blow my nose. But out of nothing, Fulham get a ball in the box, and we always concede one. Never can keep a clean sheet, can we? Vicario is beat on his debut. Highlight from kickoff. Solomon. Into Maddison. Turns around and finds Basuma. Udoji dropping inside. Van de Ven. Finds Davies a bit wider, which is nice. Got Udoji inside. Davies instead goes himself down the line. What a run from Ben Davies. Solomon scores from kickoff without them touching the ball. Solomon has a goal and an assist on his debut. And we lead 6-1. Shadow striker. Are we going to move Dejan Kulusevski as a shadow striker and Maddison as the advanced playmaker from what I've seen here? I will say we're battering Fulham anyway, but yeah. There you go. Solomon's gone crazy. Time ticks away. It's going to be 6-1 more than likely. Set piece. Cleared away. Only as far as Pjanic. Velez wins but then loses. Wilson can whip again. Deflected. Falls to Carlos Vinicius who hits the post. 6 minutes of added time. And well, lads, utter domination. It's finished Spurs 6, Fulham 1, 22 shots, 10 on target, XG of 3.95, 63% possession, and very good free-flowing football. Only two players out there below a 6 or 7. That was Vicario on a 6.9 and Real on a 6.7. Everybody else performing above a 7.1 or more, or 7 or more. There we go. What a performance. Really huge result. It's a superb, and it takes a lot for us to do that, of course, as well. And there we are. That is a great win. We then go to Forest, Sheffield, Cheltenham, Bournemouth, Brighton, City. And I think next episode, what we are going to do is we are going to give you a Manchester City and Liverpool doubleheader. Two of the big boys that we're up against. They're within each other, split by Everton and Brighton. When we come back, we're going to recap these results next episode and, of course, give you a doubleheader. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for enjoying the video. And what a start to life as Spurs manager. Can we do it better than Ange? It's going to be hard because he's currently top. But if I end up winning the Premier League, I think we might just do it.